These are our chain nose pliers, flat on the inside, tapered towards the tip, and not serrated. Your round nose pliers, made for one thing, making round loops. Let's talk about wire. The higher the number, the thinner the wire. The lower the number, the thicker the wire. If you look at this chart right here, you can see that this 22 gauge is much thinner than the 8 gauge. What I like to use the thinner gauge wires for are wire wrapping, binding, and a few other small projects. The thicker gauge wires I like to use to make jump rings, bangles, pieces that I want to do creative things with. Hammering, stamping, making some finger rings, and other things. It's up to you. In this video, we'll be using the thinner gauge wire to create links and components. I'm going to section off a length of wire, and then I'm going to hold it in my chain nose pliers. I'm going to push forward 90 degrees, creating a nice right angle. I'm going to grab my round nose pliers, and I'm going to sandwich this wire towards the back of my round nose pliers. And I'm going to pull that wire up, over, and around till it kisses the long wire. Take it off the top jaw, place it on the lower jaw. Push this short wire away from me 45 degrees. Hold on to the long wire, and I'm going to turn my wrist towards me, creating a 90-degree angle. Place my round nose pliers down. I'll take my flat nose pliers in my tool hand. I'm going to point this short wire up into the sky. My other hand is going to hold on to that long wire. Sandwich with the tip of my flat nose pliers, and I'm going to hold on to half that loop. Now wrap this short wire onto the long wire. Push forward, away, and down. Pull straight up. Push forward, away, and down. And push this wire up. I'm going to push a 90-degree angle away from me. Place my flat nose pliers down. Take my cutters now. Flat side, flush side, facing down. That little wire pointing up. I'm going to cover my work like so, grabbing with the tip of my flush cutters, and I'm going to squeeze. Here's our completed loop. We're going to add on a bead. I'm going to slide that bead on, place it all the way down till it touches that wire wrap. We're going to be looking at the profile of the wire wrap towards me, which is the skinny side right here facing you. You're going to take your chain nose pliers, you're going to pinch right above the bead with the very tip of your chain nose pliers. Take your thumb or index finger and push that wire away from you 90 degrees. Take your round nose pliers, and you want to use the same size that you did on the first wrap. Okay, if you forgot what it was, don't be afraid to check it. Take that wire, come up, over, and around till it kisses that beautiful freshwater pearl. Slide to the bottom jaw. Push that wire away from you 45 degrees. Take your index finger and thumb, turn your wrist towards you until it makes a nice 90-degree angle. Take your flat nose pliers, hold on to half the loop, and now you're going to wrap this wire onto that base wire, push forward, away, and down. Take your thumb and come up. Forward, away, and down. Take your thumb and come up. If you notice, that's 2 wraps, same as the first one. Push forward and away, 90 degrees. Okay. Wire points up. Take your flush cutters. Angle that cutter in there, just like that. And you notice, if we ended at 2, that loop could have cut. That extra quarter push creates this nice place where we can cut without having to worry. And squeeze. There's your wire wrap component. Take your chain nose pliers, and we're going to clean up some of this wire wrapping. Take the tip of that chain nose pliers and gently squeeze that wire down gently so that wire doesn't poke up. And now you have a cleaned up component. I'm going to take my chain nose pliers. I'm going to section off a piece of wire about 1.25 inches, about a thumb's length, right about there. I'm going to create a nice 90-degree angle. Set down. Take my round nose pliers. Sandwich that wire in there. Come up, over and around till it kisses the wire. Switch to the bottom. Push this short wire 45. Hold on to the long wire. Turn my wrist 90 degrees. Make sure that short wire is pointing up. I'm going to hold half the loop. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to take the length of my chain here and I'm going to slide it in through that open door. I'm going to close the door and now I'm going to wrap it forward, away and down, thumb up. Forward, away and down, thumb up. Push this away from me 90 degrees, get it out of the way. Take my flush cutters, finish that wire, and squeeze down. First part done. I'm going to slide on this beautiful white natural freshwater pearl in that Baroque style. Love that one. Jamie loves this bead. Make sure that I got my profile of my loop. Remember, it's the skinny part, not the round part. Skinny part right there. I'm going to take the tip of my chain nose pliers. Okay. Right there. I'm going to push forward and away 90 degrees. Take my round nose pliers. Come up, over, and around. Touch that pearl. Switch to the bottom. 45. Hold on to the pearl. Turn your wrist to 90. Hold half that loop. I'm going to open the door, take my other length of chain, I'm going to slide that in. I'm going to close the door and I'm going to push this wire forward away. Take my thumb and come up. Forward and away. Take my thumb and come up. Push forward 90 degrees. Take my flush cutters, angle that cutter in there, hold on to that piece of wire and squeeze. Take my chain nose pliers. I'm going to clean up my work here. Remember, take the tip of those chain nose pliers and gently work towards that end. And again, same thing here. Pinch gently. And there's your chain pearl link component. slide that onto the head pin. I'm going to create a wire wrap right above the head pin. I'm going to pinch with the chain nose pliers, push forward 90 degrees, take my round nose pliers. I'm going to use the middle of the round nose pliers to create a nice size loop. Come up, over, and around, touch the bead, switch to the bottom, push it forward 45 degrees, hold on to the bead, and turn my wrist, creating a 90-degree angle. Hold half my loop, and I'm going to push this forward, away, and down. And finish 90 degrees. I'm going to hold it just like this, grabbing into my OK grip. I know now it's okay to cut. 3, 2, 1. I'm holding it in my OK grip, knowing that it's okay to cut. I'm going to angle my cutter and squeeze down. Place that down like so. I'm now going to connect this onto here. I'm going to take my flat nose pliers. I'm going to hold on to half my loop. I'm going to crank that open just like so. Slide that in. And I'm going to close my door gently, coming back where I came from. And we're done. So I'm going to take this head pin component and I'm going to wrap it onto this domed disc. Chain nose pliers, pinch right above the bead, push forward. Middle of the round nose pliers, up, over, and around. Switch to the bottom. 45 degrees, hold on, and turn my wrist, making a 90-degree angle. Flat nose pliers, hold half the loop, open the door, place that right in there. Close the door and wrap it shut. 1, 2, and a quarter. Okay grip. It's okay to cut. Angle my cutter inside there and squeeze. Chain nose pliers, clean up this work because I see that it's a little bit messy. Okay, I'm now going to open up this jump ring with my flat nose pliers. Can you see this? Okay, take my chain nose pliers and create a nice little slight V in there. Open. Slide that into place. Again, not letting go. Again, nice V. Rock it back and forth until it touches. You want to hear a nice little grinding click. Okay? And now we got that. And let's see what it looks like. That.